Hey guys, welcome back to another speed build. Basically kind of continuing on with doing things that I've never really done before, or themes that I've never really done before. Because I've never actually done an A-frame build before, so I took the time to try and build it here. I was really struggling to make it a two-story A-frame in the beginning, but I deleted all of my attempts prior to and just went with the successful one. But that just getting the two stories was a little bit of a challenge, and then also getting it to look decent on the outside with like the windows and stuff. I just could not figure out what kind of windows that I wanted for it, because obviously I wanted it to have more of a updated kind of vibe to it with like a lot of open lighting and everything. And so it was really hard for me to find the right windows and everything to work with that, and then also making it look decent. Because sometimes I felt like it was too many windows, and sometimes I felt like it was too little windows. So as you can see, I spent a good bit of time going through all of the windows, but finally I was satisfied with how at least the front section looked. And then I was kind of figuring out how I wanted the upstairs to kind of work, and then I decided to actually do like a loft style upstairs. But I found that every time I would delete the open floor for the bottom part, it would cause the one side on the left of the build to delete like the walls that I created, and so it would have the roofing walls, and so obviously that would have been a struggle because I want to be able to paint them all. So I ended up having to build like a little platform area right there, so it kind of throws off the outside window section that I had, so I had to change that around. But I decided to use the Home Chef stuff pack set for the kitchen, because I've been really loving green. I feel like I've been using green a lot in my builds. So kind of the vibe in the whole downstairs area, it's very green, but I kind of like it because it's like a very neutral green. It's not like too crazy or anything. I did bring like the green up to the upstairs as well, just like that light sagey kind of green. And then I also decided to use some of the Dream Home Decorator upper cabinets as a TV stand, because I thought that looked really nice. And so I just put in a railing kind of to kind of block off the loft area, because obviously you don't want your Sims falling all the way down. They may survive, but definitely would have broken bones for sure. And then I kind of just went in with my classic bathroom. I feel like I make the same bathroom every time. I need to get better at like doing different things for the bathroom, but it's just a struggle. You know, it's when you like something and when something works, you kind of just want to stick with it. But I think I also have just been using a lot of the newer packs, because for one, I think the newer packs just have really, really great items in there. And then also, I think it's also just newer, so it's like easier and like better, and it's like seems like you're doing something different, even though obviously, for me at least, I'm not really doing that much different. But I actually really, really liked how like the whole interior kind of worked out. That I did with what I ended up going with and working with. I did struggle. I always struggle. I don't know why. I always struggle with rugs. So I went through the rugs a lot to finally find a rug that I actually like. Honestly, I don't even remember. Oh, I think I went with the Dream Home Decorator rug. Very basic of me, but you know, you stick with what you know. You stick with what you like. I think you know what. That's probably something I need to challenge myself a little bit more on, is doing something different. Being a little bit more creative, because I feel like all of my bathrooms end up looking the exact same. But I wanted it to be like really simple, because obviously like this is going to be like a rental property, so it's just like you getting away, getting into nature. So I didn't want to like jam pack the house with like a bunch of things, because I figured you would want to go on like hikes, and you want to go and like spend some time outside and everything. You wouldn't want to spend the whole day inside of the cabin, basically, or whatever you would want to consider it. I considered it a cabin, but you know, it might not be considered a cabin. I did want to include some sort of like fireplace situation, but I just couldn't really find the space because it was such a small space. I mean, I'm sure if I tried harder, I probably could have found some space to put it in. But I just didn't end up doing that. And then for that little section there that I kind of had to create for the balcony, I just added trees there, or not trees, bushes there to kind of like give it some greenery and like just kind of fill up that space and everything. I'm still annoyed that it did that. I don't know why it was doing that, because it didn't do it to the right side. It was only the left side that it was like glitching and not letting me paint the walls whatever I wanted to paint them. So that was really, really annoying. But anyways, regardless, for the outside, I didn't want it to be like too full of like the big old woodsy trees, because obviously I wanted, I figured, you would clear that lot up a little bit so people could actually like use it and everything. And all I did as far as the outside was add in a little campfire situation. I thought about maybe doing a little bit more, but I figured, again, like I said, they're not going to spend too much time outside or on the lot, in my opinion. Like, it's at least how I imagine the lot. I mean, I probably could have added like a grill situation so they could at least grill and like maybe a table or something, but I think it's fine. In my opinion, it's fine. Go out and enjoy the nature. Don't worry about being on the inside. But since I did have the little campsite situation, little campfire thing outside, I figured I should probably add a door. Don't pay attention to how bad the windows are in the back. I was just putting windows where they fit in the house and where they would be convenient in the house. I did not put the windows in the back to make it look good. They were just there for functionality, not for like aesthetics. Of course, we have my favorite part of doing builds is the landscaping, the front landscaping. Again, I kind of tried to keep it pretty simple. I mainly used Outdoor Retreat. I think I probably used a little bit of base game, because I did filter out with base game occasionally, but for the most part, I think I mainly used Outdoor Retreat to really fit in the area. And then I just added like a little bit of those like little flower thingies. They kind of look like mushrooms too. Just to add in a little bit of like color or kind of something different. And I could not for the life of me find the like color or the swatch or whatever it's called, like the paint, the terrain paint, to match like that very outside border of the lot. I literally swatched every single one and I could not find it, so I kind of just went with that one, and I just didn't make it connect to the back like I originally planned because I could not find a matching color. And so for the back, I kind of just put some bushes there eventually just to fill up that back space because I felt like it was really plain and boring, and I didn't want to put a bunch of trees right there because we already had trees towards the back of the lot anyway. So that's kind of what I did there. And I'm just adding a few last minute touches. I honestly don't think I do much else in regards to the build besides adding in those bushes. I literally just did this build. I have terrible memory. I cannot remember anything for the life of me. That's a really, really bad. But like I said, I'm kind of just finishing it all out and finishing it all up and making sure it kind of just looks nice. And so I will go ahead and end this video off right here. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I will catch you guys for the next one. See you guys soon.